Now more than ever, I noticed amongst all people, not just new gens, people are actively moving like being detached is a solution to the depravities of life. Somehow, even when the world is in the state that it's in, people will make caring look cringe, and now everyone's either desensitizing themselves to the reality of the world or moving like it does not exist. I think this has always been an issue, but I notice people will be scared of looking desperate, and then that turns modern day interactions into nothingness. We live in a time where you could just go on social media and find out about someone's relationship status, new job opportunity, and a grandma getting put out for ransom in the same week. People think being nonchalant makes them powerful, but that really will have you feeling empty more than anything. Living in a time where caring too much is seen as lame is very strange to me, considering I grew up very in tune with my emotions. There was many times I dealt with being laughed at or being seen as odd for being expressive, and I feel like that translated to social media as well over time. The same things that were seen as once socially acceptable and still should be either now get judged critically or looked at as corny. So now if you're too excited or show too much effort, you're like considered a tryhard or something. And maybe that comes from a lot of people being ready to give up in life. So now ignoring people or acting cool is like the new norm, since social media and life in general rewards attention and being perceived a certain way, since everything you do can stick to your identity. Like complimenting people too openly can be seen as weird, but I think people really need more compliments. I feel like even uplifting one another and being kind to one another has been diminished. I think a good amount of us are coming to our senses and realizing none of this even matters, and we should do what we want anyways, but it almost becomes a competition of who can care the least. But being nonchalant is ruining a lot of people's lives because half y'all aren't even nonchalant, you're just scared of life for real. Whether that's failing at something, getting rejected, or even being laughed at. I remember this phrase that people would throw around talking about how some people just didn't get bullied enough. But it's true. Those same evil, cruel people who used to ridicule and bully you be the main ones that build your character, and of course it's a horrible feeling, but if more people took these risks and showed up fully as themselves, they'd realize nothing was gonna happen, and most importantly, no one's gonna stop you. And there's a clear line between peace and performance, because to really live within solitude and keeping your composure takes actual control. And a phrase that I've started living by is that real freedom is having control, because once you could control your mind, you could control yourself and have the power to create anything within your reality. But that is not what most people mean anymore when they say be nonchalant. They try and act like they don't care while hiding their real feelings or thoughts on certain things that they may actually care deeply about.
I'm hit! Type shit. Hey, put your head down, little bro. Medic! Type shit. Yeah, no, they doing way too much trying to kill me, bro. That shit's weird. Lame as hell. Hey, get down, bro. Yeah, type shit. Yo, little bro, head down, bro. I can't move. They're really popping on us right now.
That fear controls people into shutting down without really allowing themselves to exist fully. Like the people who joke around the most always happen to be the saddest. It's easy to be ironic, shallow, and unserious since it takes the human part out of living. We're supposed to figure things out. It's how we got this far in the first place. Detachment will always protect the ego, but it's not until you let that ego die, you won't realize how much better of a person you can actually be. And at that point, you won't need someone else's validation to make sure that you're great. You'll just know that you're great. The same protection starts poisoning your life. So let's start with relationships, because this is where a lot of people first learn this behavior. Modern dating has turned emotional honesty into another form of the race, where it's a competition for power in a relationship that should be shared by two people. So now everyone is waiting long times to text back or just genuinely ghosting after any minor inconvenience while making every physical excuse possible to excuse it. And that just means they don't really but it's like pulling teeth. It becomes draining to deal with at a certain point. It becomes trying to win somebody by showing the least emotion possible, which is insane when you really think about it, since when I like somebody, I'm easy. I don't care. I never liked this. To act like you barely tolerate their existence is bullcrap, because nobody is being honest. Everything is becoming overly performative. Some people want connection, but nobody wants to lock in and actually move like they want anything real, because that would take real effort. But it affects friendships too. We stop checking in since we can just check on Instagram or LinkedIn. People don't even show appreciation. Motherfuckers won't even say I love you anymore. They'll just repost and like your story.
I love y'all. Why don't they love me?
People don't even apologize or take accountability no more. For real. They disrespect you right to your face and then expect to be cool. Go f yourself. We stop having real conversations. I think I'm becoming Jaden Smith by the day. People be trying to gossip. I'm trying to talk about the political, economical state. Sometimes. And eventually, every relationship becomes surface level because nobody wants to get real emotional and gritty. And then the fear of looking needy has made many people start becoming heartless. And maybe that's just me growing up, but this fake nonchalance also destroys ambition, since success requires visible effort and showing up every day. And a lot of people are embarrassed by effort. They want all these results without ever looking like they worked for the results, acting like they deserve X, Y, and Z for just being alive, where is the grind? Where is the discipline? You ain't even take that risk, bruh. And then you gonna expect respect from people without ever putting yourself on the line to show you actually give a damn about whatever it is as much as you do. Too many people would rather protect their image than build a life worth being a part of. The saddest part is that fake nonchalance drains people of their real personality, because to maintain that image you have to suppress yourself a lot, to the point of genuine discomfort.
I'm sick of the nonchalant people. Why is there this obsession to be niche and different?
You can't even smile the same, you don't question anything, nevertheless get excited to do anything meaningful. And over time, you just get angry and sad, becoming this emotionally flat human being, not because that's what you are, but because you trained yourself to not be yourself no more. And then one day you look up and realize people don't even know you. Like, sure, they know how you act and little things that you do, but they don't know you as a person, since it's a facade. And again, social media made this worse because now we're portraying how to be the best version of ourselves rather than just being it. How are you gonna be emotionally unavailable and still somehow expect admiration for that emotional unavailability? Make it make sense. A lot of what gets framed as aura is just disconnection, because eventually your mask will cost you real life things. You can miss out on things that you really wanted to try or people that you wanted to get closer to, and there's really no better time than now to find yourself and find peace. Your life is going to keep passing by while you try to act too cool to participate in it. You cannot build a meaningful life from constant emotional suppression. At this point, you have to care about something and actually go for what you care about, because people will have something to say regardless, and they're going to be watching always. The people who actually change their lives are really the coolest looking people in the room. They're usually the ones who look completely lost and weird doing the things they enjoy, and it'll throw people off since they don't expect nothing to come from it. There's nothing impressive about being unreachable if your whole life is out of reach. I'm not saying to become emotionally reckless and become a crash out. I'm not saying overshare with everybody either. Better yet, don't tell anybody shit. Don't even be too indifferent. You don't have to be numb to learn and grow. You can live in private and still do it proudly, because a fake image is only going to make you feel like you're living someone else's life. Say what the font, text back if you feel like it, appreciate the people who believe in you even if you're a chud. Be a damn tryhard and actually care about your existence. God is walking with all of us. Live in your truth and you can find that purpose. That's what's going to keep you grounded. He made us all this way for a reason. Humans are supposed to build, create, and love, but they gave us so much distractions to keep us weak and further from reality. Being nonchalant is ruining your life, because pretending not to care eventually becomes who you are. And once that happens, your feelings are like a broken switch, and then you become a miserable shell of a human. Really learn to love yourself and take control of your life, but do not become so committed to looking untouchable that you never really become in touch with your own life. Living a life built on pretending not to care will eventually give you nothing worth caring about. After all, if you stand on nothing, wait, no, I got it. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for nothing. Yeah, amen. Go subscribe to the second channel, go follow the Instagram, and go follow the TikTok. I got this new plant. Her name is Sonder. Say hi to Sonder. It's Sonder. Don't misspell it. Bye now.
Wow, that was so powerful. Academy Award.